In this video we're going to talk about extreme honesty towards yourself so that you can grow efficiently. We ask you to consider returning the energy shared in these videos through PayPal or Patreon to unlock flow for yourself and so that we can continue sharing the source truth and guidance. More empowerment and clarity to you. How could you possibly create change if you're not even honest with yourself in regards to what you have now? To a degree, you might be someone who ignores certain truths, or who don't even want to see them, or who is trying to cover them up with lies. And that could be your biggest problem, or it could be something that you have really overcome. It doesn't need to be a type of behavior that you practice. But do you know for sure that it isn't? Do you know that you have practiced being completely truthful and honest with yourself about all sorts of things? If you sit down to do a job, a reprogramming, change your mind about something, would you benefit from being completely honest with yourself about how you choose to perceive that thing right now, or how that thing should be perceived for you to be on the highest frequency, which probably is what you want? And complete truthfulness and honesty towards yourself is an achievement. It's a skill. It's not necessarily something that you just gained along the way. It takes great maturity for you to be in a given scenario, or to sit down and recognize that you want to make a change, and to recognize how you truly perceive that thing right now, or how that thing truly triggered you right now. Are you trying to fool yourself? Are you trying to portray yourself as more accomplished than what you really are? And is that benefiting you? Is that sabotaging for you? Why would you do that? You are the only one who is going to do your programming. And you're going to become a great programmer. And you could be your own worst enemy when it comes to making change efficiently. And essentially it is only you who could be sabotaging for yourself. Reflect on that. Are you on a journey towards becoming truly honest with yourself, to catch anything, any little detail, anything that triggered you, anything that isn't necessarily exactly how you perceived something to be, how you chose to think about something? And if you can recognize that this type of honesty is essential, it has absolute necessity and value and importance, you will see that it feels great to be completely honest with yourself about anything that comes to mind in any given scenario. I'm not saying you need to be completely honest with everyone, anyone, at any given scenario. Often that could be a very unwise choice. But can you be completely honest with yourself? It is essential for your growth. You, just like anyone else, might have gotten yourself into a lot of unbeneficial perceptions of things throughout the years. And it is an unbeneficial perception because there is no or little truth to that perception. And it is sabotaging and hindering you in getting what you truly want. And we're talking about extreme honesty in any aspect of your game. Whenever you watch a movie and someone is saying something or behaving a certain way, are you neutral about those things? Are you rather observing? Are you depolarized? Or is it pulling you out of neutrality? Or whenever you want to build something or create something, are you sabotaging the success that you want with lying to yourself or raising your frequency? Are you telling yourself that I was completely neutral, but actually you sat there and you were triggered, and right there and then you chose to ignore some work that you could have done that would have raised your frequency and potentially gotten you to a place where you could recognize that right now I encountered a type of programming or issue that is the same within other areas of life too. And you could have raised your frequency again and started interacting with those type of things. Learning to be neutral about other aspects of life that you weren't really aware of before. And if you understand what I said now, you will see that extreme honesty is absolutely important. You will only get so far when you are someone who lies to yourself and fool yourself. And it feels empowering to be completely honest with yourself, unless that is an achievement that you have. Be completely honest, or else you won't get further than someone who is lying to whatever extent you choose to lie. You could potentially have some weak spots, areas of life where you are more prone to lying to yourself than others. And why could that be? There are certain things that are triggering your ego a little more than other areas of life. And why is that? Why do you want to lie to yourself about some things but not other things? It is probably for reasons that are much easier to overcome than you think. And if you allow yourself to be humble and understand that you haven't overcome everything in the world, that it's totally fine that, yes, you might be someone who isn't so accomplished within that thing that is so important for you to be accomplished within, or the thing that you have identified with being someone who is good at, and rather become someone who is genuinely good at that thing if it is so important for you. It can be a quick process also when you recognize an area of life where you are dishonest with yourself. Essentially, you just need to sit down with this new clarity you have gained now and have a look at it, just like you look at any other thing. Understand that it's okay. Recognize whether or not it is something that's important to you. Use your intent on overcoming it efficiently, on figuring out the little details in regards to whether or not something needs to be forgiven, if you need a little change in your mindset, You will overcome it like you overcome any other thing. And you will see that the sooner you start recognizing that extreme honesty is essential, the sooner you will be on the journey of recognizing your level of honesty and implement the honesty in other areas of life. And in 2 years from now, after having been brilliant with honesty, well, maybe you could encounter another aspect of life where you would benefit from being more honest. You could always be better, you could always grow. And what do you do if that were to happen? You choose to be honest, and then you have grown. Choose to be someone who is completely honest. It's going to serve you more than you know. It is key. If you have benefited from this content, consider returning the energy through PayPal or Patreon. You get out of this whatever you put in. More empowerment and clarity to you. Thank you.